Title: Protocol and Justice. "Your drunk troublemaker is staggering around the yard again," a woman shouted into the phone, her voice trembling with rage. "Get here now or he'll kill me!" I set the phone on the passenger seat and drove off. This was the third call to the same address this month. The caretaker shook his head as my patrol car pulled up. The Semyonovs again? That man's quieter than a mouse. But protocol was protocol. A complaint meant I had to go. First encounter. The door was opened by a tall woman with flawless makeup, manicured nails, I could tell, my wife works at a salon, and ice-cold eyes. Behind her, in the kitchen, sat a man in his 40s, pale, swollen-eyed, but eerily calm. "There he is," she hissed. "Drunk again, screaming threats. The neighbor heard everything." I nodded and turned to the man. "Fyodor Semyonov?" "Come with me." He stood silently, offering no defense. Outside, as I filled out paperwork, he muttered, "I didn't scream. Came home from work, had a drink, and she started the fight." I said nothing. The witness, the neighbor, backed the wife's story. He was detained for 3 days. A week later, it happened again. Second attempt. A month later, another call. "He's drunk again," the same woman shrieked. "I'm terrified." This time, Fyodor sat slumped on a bench outside, staring at the ground. "What happened?" I asked. "Nothing," he mumbled. "Had a drink with co-workers, came home, door was locked. She said, 'Sleep outside.' So here I am." His wife stormed into the hallway, phone in hand. "He tried to break in, to beat me." The same neighbor witness appeared, confirming her lies. Fyodor was taken away again. The next day, the caretaker mentioned an odd detail. Soon as her husband's gone, a young dandy shows up, her guest. By the fourth call, I dreaded going, but duty called. The truth. As I entered the building, an elderly neighbor, Granny Tanya, grabbed my sleeve. "Listen, son, Fyodor's a good man, never raised his voice. She's tormenting him." I frowned. "Then why does the upstairs neighbor back her up?" "They're friends, in it together." I checked with 3 other neighbors. All agreed. "Fyodor's a quiet soul." "She's, well, you see." Resolution. That night, I left Fyodor home, ignoring his wife's screams. "You have to arrest him, I'll report you." She did. To the prosecutor's office. My boss tore into me, ignoring procedure, complaints piling up. They stripped my bonus for a year, but as I left, a senior lieutenant whispered, "You did right, didn't wreck a man's life." What would you have done? Was justice worth the cost? Share your thoughts below.